Hello there, this is Jane from Jayne Avery Wellbeing and Fitness. Here's your Pilates moves for strength and stamina to practice at home. So we're going to start on our sides. So have a roll onto your side. You might like a pillow to support your head. And notice my arms just here underneath my ear. If for any reason that doesn't feel right on your shoulder, you can bring your arm further forwards if you need to there. So a little bit of support for your head. Lining up your hips with your shoulder if you can, and then either knees and ankles in that same line, or if you feel a little bit wobbly here, you can bring legs further forwards, or you could use your hand for a little bit of steadiness as well. Making a big lift underneath your waist, zipping up here so that you're strong in front. Take a breath in to prepare before you start, and then as we exhale, lifting just the top leg, or you could lift your arm as well, and then with the inhale, slowly coming back down. So taking a slow breath out, rising on up, and then inhaling, coming back down. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you could lift both legs, again either with a hand on the ground, or you could stretch your arm overhead as well, and then inhaling, slowly coming back down. So we're going to do 8 of these, so we've got 6 more. So breathing out, lifting up, and then as you inhale, gradually come on down. Notice as I reach up and over, I'm slowly turning my palm to face the ground, so both hands over here are facing each other. I'm sliding my shoulders down away from my ears, so I've got some space there. And then as we inhale, gradually turning that hand to face back in towards your sides. So coming on up, 4, slowly sliding back down, and then 5, exhaling, and inhaling on the way down. Again, a breath out, inhaling, coming down, and then one more. And again, if you need to, remember you can use your hand or just use one leg. So breathing out, rising up, and a breath in, coming on down. Excellent. So the next move we've got is the side plank. Again, if this doesn't feel right for your shoulder, feel free to do this one seated instead. I'll give the seated version afterwards. If your elbows, shoulders and back are good at the moment, for our side plank, we've got elbow directly underneath your shoulder. If you need a bit more padding, have some padding underneath on your elbow. I've got quite a thick Pilates mat here, but at home you might prefer to put a duvet underneath or a pillow. Big lift up away with your shoulder away from the ground, and then a big space underneath your waist too. Again, another option on this one is to be on your hand instead. So choosing whichever feels the best for you today. Zipping up through your centre as we breathe out, reaching up, and then inhaling, coming back down. Exhaling, and then inhaling. If you want to take this up to the next level, stretching your leg out, keeping that big gap underneath you. Again, a breath out, lifting your hips up, and then inhaling on the way down. And then advanced version on this one, we've got double legs. So you might like to take one leg slightly behind the other one, the bottom leg behind the top one. Again, adjusting if you need to so that you've got elbow under shoulder still. Big lift under here. And then lifting your hips, taking a slow stretch overhead, and then inhaling and coming down. So I'm going to get you to move at your pace. If you need to take a rest at any time, please feel free. Or if you want to change levels, if you just want to keep hips down and move from there, you can do it there as well. So a really great move for strengthening lower back, strengthening your side, strengthening shoulders. Breath out, and a breath in, and one more. Okay, and then if you wanted to do the seated version, one of this instead, if that doesn't feel right for you there, you can just take a stretch up here, and then just breathing out, coming back down. So inhaling, lifting up, and a breath out to come down. So second move, third move, not second, we've done 2 already, is our threading the needle. So this one starts off the same. So again, if you want to do this one seated, do this one seated in that version we just did. If you're here, keeping hips on the ground, inhaling, and then as you breathe out, threading through, so reaching to wherever you can, and then inhaling, lifting back up again. So breath out to reach through, inhaling, coming up, and advancing the move if you want to. So you could, again, lift hips here, reaching through from there, and coming back up. Or advanced version, we've got both legs stretched out, lifting up, and as you reach through, just check that you're not twisting through your back, so just reaching through the upper body still, and then lifting up again. So that's threading the needle on this side. Have a swap around to the other side, and the same with the leg move. So I'm going to get you the leg moves and the side plank moves on the other side too, so do it on each side. You might even want to do the video on one side and then play it again and do the video on the other side. The next move we've got is our plank, front plank. So we're on all fours, we've got knees down. That's your first position. So if that feels like plenty for you, stay here. And you're focusing on drawing your abdominals in, sliding shoulders away from ears, and breathing. To advance it, we can take legs further away. And again, that might be plenty for you. If it is, stay here. And again, still drawing in your belly, breathing, and noticing how long you can stay here. Advanced version, coming up here into your full plank, and again just check that you're not kind of arching here in the middle, so staying strong and balanced, drawing in your abdominals and breathing. If you want to add in a bit more, you could bring your knee towards the opposite elbow and then come back in, and then take your knee to the outside of the other one and back in, and same on the other side, so elbow towards your opposite elbow, back in, and then to the outside of the other one. And again, you can do that version with knees on the ground as well. So you could do knee to the inside, back in, knee to the outside, and in, and again here. So knee to the inside, back in, and then to the outside of the other elbow, and back in. So you can repeat that one as many times as you want to as well. You might want to have a little bit of a circle with your wrists afterwards just to help release them. Okay, and then we've now got Pilates 100. So again, a great move for stamina. If you want to add in some fancy leg work, we've got some coordination as well. Have a pillow, if you like a pillow underneath your head. We're going to be on our back, so get yourself as comfortable as you can. Make your back nice and balanced, right side and left side. Drawing in your abdominals before you start. The basic plank, Pilates 100 is here. So we've got both feet on the ground. We've got 5 pumps with palms down, and then 5 pumps with palms up. If you find it too much to count, you could just alternate, moving both ways. And then we can add in some legs if you want to. So you could lift one leg and then lift the other. So you've got your toe taps. You could have 2 feet off the ground if your back's happy here and not straining, and then tap down from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you haven't got any neck issues and you can keep your abdominals drawn in, if that feels okay for you, you could lift on up. You've got the same thing here. You could stretch up one leg and then the other one. Stretch up 2 legs. We could take legs wide, bring legs in. You could take legs further away if your back again is happy here and it doesn't feel like it's straining and your back isn't arching away. So again, notice what feels good for your back. So to advance it, we take legs further away, and then to make it a little bit easier, you can bring them closer, or 1 foot on the ground, or both. So I'm going to keep doing this one at your pace. If you can count to 100, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes 1, and then the next 5 beats makes 2, and then moving and being as creative as you like with your leg moves, but keeping your back balanced, abdominals drawn in, and breathing. So if you want to add in the crisscross legs, we've got arms going up and down, and then legs crisscrossing, so super advanced coordination on that one as well. And again, remembering to breathe as you go along. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you get to the end of your 100, you might like to hug knees in, or bringing feet on down, have a stretch out really long. So lengthening as much as you can. And relax. Well done. Let me know how you get on. Remember to do the moves on each side when you do the side moves as well.